So something interesting really happened. I opened my phone and there was a notification from SypherPK. Actually, I'm going to walk you through the entire thing for today's video, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's get right into it. So, I was scrolling on Twitter, right, a couple days ago, and I saw this tweet from Mr. JOY. Wait, what? Has he hit his head? And I was really confused, naturally, and I'll show you the video, too, before we continue on. And it's a tweet from Oni Studios saying, PK giving advice on how to be a successful streamer. W or L advice. I think it's important for this conversation that we're going to have for you to watch the video. Only 30 seconds long. I'll play it for you right now.
Put a lot into my education. I love playing Fortnite on my PS5, but I don't want to go to college. I want to be a successful gamer streamer. I could fail. My parents hate when I play games. Well, your parents are right. You could fail. If your goal, listen to me, your goal is to become a successful streamer, gamer, you have to be willing to be the best at what you're doing right now and still be willing to go to college and put your best foot forward there while building up your gaming, your YouTube, your channels. If you can't do well in school and go to college while also building up your platforms that you want to eventually transition into, you are not cut out to be a streamer and YouTuber. That is my honest advice to you.
To be honest with you, I thought it was pretty solid advice. Like, I completely agree with it. So naturally, I posted to Jay because I like Jay. I like interacting with Jay, right? So I was like, hey, what's wrong with that? And then Jay ended up responding with a link to one of Cypher's videos. I ran away to become a YouTuber. Now, I personally have not watched this video, and I can understand the irony through that, right? So my apologies, I don't have exactly the tweet for you. For some reason, I must have messed together, Owen, but I said something along the lines of like, oh, I didn't see that video. That's pretty much what I said, right? And it's just, I wasn't going to watch the video. There was nothing to it. I didn't have time to catch up on the video, but after that, I just left it at that, right? Took the dog for a little stroll. Then I got home, and I actually had a notification from SypherPK in the replies because I was talking to Mr. JOY, and Cypher actually responded to Jay, and he had this to say: I left home after I was making enough money for content to be my job for a solid 6 months. The point I'm making is you can't be organized with your school and personal life, and it's unlikely you'll succeed at content. Now, we have one more tweet there because SypherPK just posted that and left it. Now, well, actually 2 tweets because I said I did not expect to open my phone to a Cypher notif with a couple laughing emojis because honestly, not my conversation, not my place, but I was tagged in it, so that's why I felt it was okay for me to have a little bit of an input there, not even though that's not really an input, right? But Mr. JOY had this to say: I feel like you're assuming my conclusion, which I guess is valid since I didn't give one, and just posted your video, but here it is. This has nothing to really do about you leaving home. In fact, I just find it rather ironic that in the video where you say, if you can't do well in school and college while also building your platform at the same time, you are not cut out to be a streamer. This is said by someone who, in their own admission, skipped college to stream, or even while in class would work on the next stream. Now, this is really tough because, again, I have not watched that video. I don't know anything about Cypher's life, and to be honest with you, Cypher's video could very well be a little bit exaggerated, especially by the title. I just found it really funny. You guys, please let me know down below if you'd like to see like more random story videos like this. I just thought it was an interesting thing that I wanted to share with you. Now, it is important to note that I do completely still agree with what SypherPK is saying, but honestly, I get the irony in what Mr. JOY was trying to post here. There are so many kids today that just want to grow up and be a streamer, or not even just kids, people that want to grow up and just be a streamer, be a YouTuber, but it is such a high risk. The likelihood of you succeeding is slim to none. So I honestly really love what SypherPK said here, where you have to make sure you're still going to school. You have to make sure you're working. Do this as a side thing, and if you become perfectly content, if you make enough money, then you can, be okay to quit and go full-time. I'm not saying it's completely wrong for everybody to, it's a risky thing, you know what I mean? So I relate to that personally because that's what I'm doing. I have a daytime job. I do some more voiceover work on the side, and I do YouTube whenever possible. It's at nighttime. I'm recording this video at nighttime for you, and then I edit in the morning. I put it out, right? Well, not edit, you know what I mean. I have a whole routine. When I go with it. So I put my actual day job first. Do I want to do this full time? Absolutely, I would love to, but I completely agree with what Cypher was saying here. But in saying that, though, Mr. JOY, there's nothing really wrong with what he said because according to Mr. JOY, in their own admission, Cypher skipped college to stream, or even while in class would work on the next stream. So again, it's just a little bit of chaos here. I see points from both ends, to be honest with you. But that original video from Cypher, I thought was really cool. I saw it, to be honest with you, because I follow Oni Studios and I wanted to make a Clennecting video on it. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, this happened, and I thought this would be a little bit more interesting to post because, again, it was so weird to get a SypherPK notification, man. And I was kind of laughing to myself, to be honest with you, because if you know Clark on the channel, Clark's a good friend of the channel, and he's always talking about how there's some particular YouTubers or streamers that seem to have been pissed off at him at some points, and Cypher was one of them. So I wanted to screenshot this and be like, I'm not saying that Cypher's pissed off or anything, but I was like, hey, Now Jay's pissed him off. But I don't think that Cypher's probably not pissed off about it, but at least it got his attention enough where he had to reply. Maybe he was just making his point clear. It's just a little bit odd to see a tweet like between Jay and I that hasn't really had absolutely no interactions, right? And Cypher went out of his way to reply. So I would want to do the same if I were him, but I found that interesting again to myself. So maybe we can count 2 for Cypher not liking it. I doubt it though. I doubt it, honestly. But guys, I thought this was just a funny story that I would like to share for you guys. Please, I'm always looking for feedback on the channel. Let me know if this is something that you would like me to cover moving forward. Maybe some things that I've done on Twitter. Actually, that's not a bad idea for a little bit of a series, but it's not always going to have someone verified in it. Typically, when I make Twitter videos, they do pretty well. Talking about drama, though. Not just random stuff like this. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Speaking of feedback, though, on the channel, I do want to point you to the Discord server. I'm giving away free V-Bucks to one random person who completes the channel feedback survey. I'm always looking to improve the channel, so if you jump in the Discord server, right there, it'll be in the description, in the pinned comment down below. It will be in the description down below. Again, I'm always looking to make the channel the best it can be, so give me some feedback. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Click on the video on screen right now if you're not going to do that. Take care.